That could be a one strategy. They sent.
So you're giving people strategies?
I'm just saying.
So let's
but
look at
I'm saying people would do that more often, and that's why you probably see that, especially people from Nigeria.
Green card
because it's a lot higher.
Green card fraud has been happening for a long time.
Yes.
But it is more dangerous now to actually do it because ICE immigration is on high alert.
High alert.
And they doing checks after checks after checks. I would not recommend you doing that, okay?
Yeah, I won't recommend it either. Do it the right way.
Do it the right way.
No, because you got to remember, I think a lot of people trying to come into the U.S.
Yeah.
So, Africa is not the only country that trying to come into the U.S. because you got
Africa is a continent.
Yes.
Africa is not the only continent.
Continent, yes. Okay.
I gotta do it
Thank
sometimes.
you.
He's an American.
Thank you. Okay, you're right. But you know what I mean.
No, we don't.
Okay.
Africa is a huge continent.
It is a huge continent, but yes. But I'm talking about the countries in Africa.
I'm pulling your leg, baby.
I know you are. China
America.
is a country.
China is a country, yes. Asia is a continent.
Yes, I know. So you got China. You got.
Do you really?
Huh?
No, I'm just kidding. Go on.
And so places in India, because India is a continent.
We're gonna stop right here, okay? Because India is a country. How did India become a continent now?
Okay.
Oh my God! India is part of Asia. We
are
teaching geography now. Lord Jesus, have mercy on Americans. Let's chill.
What's poppin'? It's your boy, Coach LJ. What's good? Welcome to Chilling with the Chaplin. Yes, I'm your boy, and I'm with my co-host, whatever you wanna. She wanna call herself, you know what I'm saying? But she's in charge. I'm the sidekick. Yes, what's poppin'?
Yes, hello family. So today we have some really big news. There's a lot happening in the US, and unfortunately it's affecting a lot of African countries. So if you're from South Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, Egypt, and many more African countries, let me just say if you're from Africa, okay?
Man, how many names are there?
A lot.
Man, that's a lot of countries.
Yeah, this one is definitely for you.
That's countries,
Make sure you stay till the end because we will share some tips on how to make your application smoother, because today we'll be talking about the new US visa rules for Africans. What you need to know. So before we start, we ask you to help us grow our channel and like, subscribe, and comment below. Tell us where are you watching from. All right.
Yes, and I think you're from Nigeria, all those countries, I think you want to be listening for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so let's go. But let's start off. What's the first point?
So starting in 2026,
okay.
The U.S. is going to be rolling out a revised visa regime for many African countries. Citizens from...
Picking on poor Africa again.
Yeah, poor Africa.
Poor Africa.
So if you're from South Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, Egypt, Morocco, Ethiopia, and there's others, but these are like the main ones that we want to put out there, will face higher application fees. More documentations will be required. Right now, when we're doing visa application, we're still sending books. Like it's this thick, your application form. You're sending in your mortgage, you're sending in your car payments, you're sending in your life insurance, you're sending in child, probably even, I don't know, everything, okay? And still, there's longer processing times. So can you imagine now they're going to need more documentation about over and above what we've been sending? In a nutshell, they don't want us in America.
Yes, but the one thing too that we didn't say is a couple companies. It said others, but it's a few countries that's not on that we didn't say, which was Rwanda, Uganda, and South Sudan. Mm-hmm. Which is strange because these are the same three countries that accepted the immigrants inside these countries. Mm-hmm. That we talked about the self-deportation, that they were accepting these immigrants. So these countries is not. So, maybe that's probably one of the benefits that they to be on American hit list, be off of the hit list. We don't know, but yeah. So they right now what we see is we don't see their names. I mean, it could be in the under. They could be in the under, but that's something that we could dig in because maybe because they accepted those immigrants into their country, they probably offer American hit list.
Well, you're saying it right when you're saying a hit list because it feels like a hit list. I mean, already applying for a U.S. visa, I'll just say it in South African rands. I believe right now it's around your 4,000 rands, just for the process, the application, and everything. Can you imagine adding another $250? Because now there's going to be an integrity fee. Visa integrity fee of $250 for non-immigrant visa applications from all these African nations, which is going to be included. This is excluding just your regular visa fees. This is just they saying an integrity fee to make sure that you leave after the time you said you're going to come in the country. But listen to this. If you want to come in the country and stay and overstay, I don't think you'll care about paying the $250.
If you overstay, if your intention is to overstay.
If your intention is to overstay, so I don't know if this is really going to work. America is definitely going to be cashing in.
Yes, they will cash in.
Is it going to work to deter people from coming if they are determined to come?
I don't know, because $4,000 for the visa process, then another $4,000. That's rands. But Nigeria and all the other countries, they might be higher or might be lower. So we don't know.
No, it's going to definitely be higher.
The currency rate. You're
Nigeria
right.
will definitely be going in
You're right.
millions.
It might be in millions. You're right. Yeah. So it might deter. Away because that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, and it's not guaranteed.
And it's not guaranteed. So
so
yeah.
Because when you apply for a visa, in most cases, they can make you. Very few people get it at the first go, even if all your documents check.
Yes,
it's just America's way of making money.
Yes.
So you will go in.
You know what you're gonna. You know what you probably see a lot of. Especially they do it anyway now. A lot of Facebook things trying to get people to date them and get married.
Well, you still have it all over the world, actually.
I know, but they probably do it more now because
it doesn't matter because
Nigeria
is
high in the millions.
But they still have to pay.
I know that, but you gotta remember if they pay American dollars, it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, but they'll be coming from their country, so they have to pay in their currency.
I know, but guess what? When you change it, right? If American send the $200. Then
so the spouse is gonna
exactly, and they send it to their country for them to pay. It's still $250. And them paying it in Nigeria. That could be a one strategy. They send.
So you're giving people strategies?
I'm just saying. So I'm saying people would do that more often, and that's why you probably see that, especially people from Nigeria.
Green card
because it's a lot higher.
Green card fraud has been happening for a long time.
Yes.
But it is more dangerous now to actually do it because ICE immigration is on high alert.
High alert.
And they doing checks after checks after checks. I would not recommend you doing that, okay?
Yeah, I won't recommend it either. Do it the right way.
Do it the right way. So, what's really happening? What's going on? So why the change? So I think we've touched on that already because officially the U.S. says this is a response of the rising visa demand and heightened security concerns.
Yes.
But the thing is, why is it heightened for Africa mostly?
Yeah.
When we have some other countries which have the waiver program. They're in the waiver program where you don't have to even have a visa to come into the U.S. So is it because most Africans are trying to come into the U.S.? That's what they say.
No, because you got to remember, I think a lot of people are trying to come into the U.S.
Yeah.
So Africa is not the only country that's trying to come into the U.S. because you got
Africa is a continent.
Yes.
Africa is not the only continent.
Continent. Yes. Okay.
I gotta do it
Thank
sometimes.
you.
He's an American.
Thank you. Okay, you're right. But you know what I mean.
No, we don't.
Okay.
Africa is a huge continent.
It is a huge continent, but yes. But I'm talking about the countries in Africa.
I'm pulling your leg, baby.
I know you are. But Africa, a lot of the countries that's in Africa, but there's a lot of countries in other places. Because you got to remember, even like China is a country.
China is a country, yes. Asia is a continent.
Yes, I know. So, you got China, you got...
Do you really?
Huh?
I'm just kidding. Go on.
And so places India, because India is a continent.
We're gonna stop right here, okay? Because India is a country. How did India become a continent now?
Okay.
Oh my God! India is part of Asia. We are teaching geography now. Lord Jesus, have mercy on Americans.
You're right. But yeah, India is part of is part of Asia. But yeah, you got like India country. You got people that's from India that's come. A lot of people from India come to the America due to student visa.
Student visa.
So they just as high as African countries. Yeah. People like country that's in Africa.
I think we have a good proportion of everybody, to be honest.
Exactly.
Because we have South America, we have Asians, we have we have Europeans, we have Caribbeans. Yeah. So why are they picking on Africa?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Anyways,
bro. I don't know.
Some critics also, they argue that these changes really are going to burden African travelers more than anybody. Because first of all, majority of the African countries, in fact, all of them, the currency rates between our currencies and the US dollar is very high.
Very high, yes.
So you are paying like crazy amounts of fees.
Yeah, triple.
But the people I think that are going to be burdened even more are people who are coming in as students. Mm-hmm. People are coming in as professionals, and just even tourists. But at least as a tourist, you can choose to deter. Now, but as a student and as a professional, you're already in the process. Now this comes out, and so you have to come up with this money.
One thing I would say, if you come as a professional and you can get a job that pays you to come in, then it won't be as expensive because your job be paying for it.
Probably the job will sponsor it. But then the thing, which means that jobs now are going to move away from hiring people from Africa because they don't want to be paying extra costs.
I agree. They would just get somebody else. Yes, they would get somebody else. Yeah, they would get somebody else. So yeah. But yeah, that's a professional. But the thing is, I won't say it's not as bad for a professional because a professional can at least probably get their job to sponsor them. Especially if it's
a burden in the sense that if the company now says, okay, we're not willing to pay all these extra fees, we'll just go for candidates where we don't have to pay any of these fees.
No, but what about the companies, right? Let's say they are in the U.S., but they also in South Africa, and you started working in South Africa, and then you want to move.
Yeah, but that's just abnormalities. I'm talking about like in the
if you're applying for a U.S. job, they're not gonna you won't be their first choice. Yeah, they rather hire from probably Asia.
Even countries that have been recruiting from these African countries, because we have a lot of talent in Africa.
In Africa.
So.
And you gotta remember too, the rate is it's a lot of younger generation in Africa. That's the thing though. It's a lot of young Gen Z that's in Africa. A lot of other countries it's older generations. Yeah. And there's a lot of younger generations that's 25.
So we have a lot of manpower.
Manpower, yes, a lot of manpower.
It's a good balance because Africa, majority of it because of the high population, say, hey, take our people because we have high unemployment rates. But America's like, no, we don't need your talent. So we'll go to other places where they need us because other countries are actually in a high recruitment mode for African countries. America doesn't want the Africans, they'll go somewhere else.
I think it is other options. America is not the only option. So even, you're going to go to European. it's country that's better than the U.S. Period. I think to me.
But then again, from my reading, it's not only going to be Africa that's going to be subject to this $250. There are certain countries that are going to be exempt, but not in Africa. Mm-hmm. But we have some countries in Asia, Latin America, Middle East will be subject to $250 as well. $250. I guess they're going to be looking at continents, or rather countries, that have a high application demand.
Yeah. You know why? And see, now I know why now, because you got to remember, Trump want the American companies to hire within.
That too, but also Trump wants
and that's what I like what Trump is doing. Yeah. President Trump. Yeah. This the one thing I'm for. I'm with the President Trump. I see something I'm against. So it lets you know I'm not biased. Democrat or Republican. If you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong. This is the one thing I'm with President Trump. With having American companies looking within first.
Yeah.
Look within first.
I think all countries should.
And then once you look within first, and then if it's
not the right then you
look out. Yeah. But you look within first, because America do have a lot of quality individuals in this country. They have a lot. Maybe not in technology. Yeah, because in certain fields you guys don't. Yes, maybe not in technology. We trying to pump up the technology now. This is why we encourage. I definitely encourage my African American people, or get into technology, do IT. I even told my niece because she's studying for bio whatever, I don't know.
No, but health, you cannot go wrong with health.
Yes, but I told her something. But I told her, make sure you learn AI. Because where it's going right now, you want to know AI right now. So this is why we encourage IT and AI, learning these different things, so that you would be in demand, and your job won't be taken from you. You're employable. Yes, you want to stay employable, and so you gotta move with the times. And this is where we at right now. We passed the internet stage. Now we at the AI stage, so you need to understand AI, or you're gonna get left behind. You can't.
And it's AI. It's not A1 source, right?
Yeah, it's artificial intelligence.
Because
artificial
intelligence. That one of the member of parliament, actually the Secretary of Education in the United States of America, she was reading a speech and it says AI. And she said, "Oh, the A1 source."
A1 source?
She thought it was the A1 source. Anyway, moving forward.
No, what I was saying is that's the one thing I like about Trump. I know I said
America first.
America first, yes.
Which is not a bad thing, because you want your citizens to be covered. But the thing is, he's saying that, but on the other hand, he's firing people. How many federal jobs have we lost in the United States this year?
Yes, you got to remember the reason why. Now, here's the thing, because he feel like it was a waste of money. Yes, and you got to remember too. See, I get it, because most of the job force was the federal. So now, yes, the job, our unemployment rate gonna go higher, because most of the job force was the federal, but also too that also increased the debt, because that's more money they had to pay out.
I don't know.
So I guess he sacrificed it. He probably sacrificed the unemployment rate for the debt. Because even though he laid off,
how you even justifying that, LJ, when you can have a whole military parade costing millions of dollars?
Huh?
How can you justify what you're saying when you're making people lose their livelihood, and then you can have a military parade that's really nobody cares about?
I agree. No, that was a waste of money as well.
And many other things that they're doing.
I agree. That was a waste of money for him to do that parade thing. That was a waste of money. And it didn't work out the way he thought it was. Yes, that didn't work out. But I see what he's trying to do, where he laying, because that was the big labor force of because the federal jobs, is more people hired. So that mean that the government paying out more. Eliminate some, so that the government. But that's the whole
point of it, to create a sustainable jobs for your citizens.
So
because remember, federal jobs are for American people. If you're not American, you don't qualify for a federal job.
But-
so are you telling me that our own president is saying we should not work?
But look at this. Look at this.
No, I don't want to look at it.
Hold on. Even though they're getting laid off, right? But he's saying American companies hire within so that these people that are being laid off would get hired from these companies.
But we don't have the skills because majority of these companies...
They do have the skills because they learning. They work in their field. So they work whatever job in their field.
Forward.
So
Anyway,
I'm just saying.
the new rules are meant to tighten eligibility, ensure stronger documentation as if the documentation isn't strong enough already, and to deter overstays, understandably so. But like I said in the beginning, if you're determined to overstay, you will pay any amount of money to stay in that country. So people even go to get loans.
Loans?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Because they know that, oh, don't worry, I'll find a job in the U.S. Once I'm there, I'll pay.
You're not going to pay the loan. Yeah, you won't pay it because once you're in the U.S., you don't have to worry about the loan in South Africa or whatever country you're at.
What does this mean for you, our people that are watching our program? If you are planning on to travel or to study in the U.S., you'll need these tips that we would like to encourage you to do. First of all,
prepare for higher visa fees, even with the integrity fees and possibly additional documents that you had to submit.
Yeah, which means you need to budget some better.
Yeah,
you know, because you'll be required to pay more than expected, and you need to prove yourself more than expected.
Yeah. Yeah, and give yourself more lead time. Visa process will take longer. Yeah. I know, even like with me and my wife, when we got married, I know she waited about 2 years just for her visa. So now...
It was the Trump era.
It was a Trump era, yeah. It was the first. So now it might take about 4 years. You never know. So you got to give yourself some time.
But what I know is it is taking longer because there's a huge demand. People don't want to be caught without paperwork. People don't want to be caught by ICE. And so there's more applications in the system. Hence, there are jobs out there, USCIS. Do you think I should apply? I'm an American now. Maybe I should.
Yes, you should.
So if you don't have your paperwork straightened out and you're my friend... should I spy on you? I'm kidding. Declaration. I have no friends who are not legal in America, okay? All my friends are legal. Thank you very much. Okay, so and I think we already said this. Also, your documentation will be, they taking it a step higher.
Yes.
So you're going to have to prove, but we're proving our financial ties already. We'll prove, if you have property back home, because you said you're going to go back home, right? You have to show that you have property, if you own a home, and so forth.
You have a stable job.
They want proof that you're working. And if you're hustling, maybe.
If you're hustling, if you're on welfare, you don't have welfare. Do you have welfare?
Yeah.
Okay, you're on welfare, you don't work, you're unemployed. Yeah, most likely you're going to get denied because they feel like you coming for to stay. Overstay.
So let's give you some tips to improve your chances. Okay, so one practical tip is that submit complete, organized documentation from the start. Don't submit documents that are missing, that are missing critical information.
Yeah, it's just gonna take longer.
No, they're gonna just reject it.
They're gonna.
Yeah, they're not gonna. There's no second chances now.
What? Yeah. They're not gonna say, okay, you're missing this.
No, not anymore. That was during the Obama era, and during the Biden era. Every time a Republic comes in, it's a deny.
It's a deny?
Immediate.
So they don't give you okay, you know what, you're missing this document.
No, sir. Decline. Sorry. Next.
What? Okay.
Republicans are very strict.
Yes, they're very strict.
Democrats, they're a little lenient. But the Republicans, because I remember during the Obama era, they had I think a pink form. If there's some stuff missing or you didn't fill out something correct, they will respond with that pink form to say, hey, correct this, then respond by this time. Now, there's no pink form. If you're missing something, even within the U.S., when you're applying, doing your paperwork, if you're missing something, it's an immediate decline.
Okay. I guess the best time to come is doing a Democratic.
Yeah, wait, we've got another 3 years to go. Okay,
3 years ago.
so demonstrating.
That if they win.
At this point, you don't know.
You don't know.
Demonstrate strong ties to your home country. So, like we said, if you have a stable job,
Family.
Yeah, of course, there's family.
I know.
But, like, for example,
You have
a wife, children,
Yeah.
because we know through the South African Afrikaner that left their parents in South Africa, that having parents back home doesn't really mean anything. So I think it's
It's the wife. Yes, the wife, your spouse, or your children.
And property. If you have property,
Yes.
then you have better chances.
Yes.
You know, friends who are denied visa coming in, and they have a paid house, and they both have very good jobs, working full time.
Yeah, I know.
But they were still denied. The second time around, approved.
But you
without changing anything in their paperwork.
Yeah, because sometimes it's
The
who
quota.
you receive,
And the
the
quota.
quota, and
Maybe
also
they met
it
the quota
depends
for
what
the
you
day.
say. Sometimes you can say something wrong.
Yeah.
You know,
And as Americans, we have the right to deny you access to our country.
Yes.
Without you, okay, I said that in South African accent. Sorry. As Americans, we have the right to deny you access to our country. Am I saying it in an American
Yes.
accent?
Yeah.
Because our country
Don't have to accept
is
them.
the golden country.
The golden country. The golden country. Hey, you got the golden
Oh
card.
my God.
You do got the golden card now.
You do have the golden card. If you have 1 million US dollars, you're more than welcome to come, whether you're a criminal alert. Okay, so, and also, if you're rushing, like apply as early as possible before your travel date.
Yes.
Because you might be just disappointed if you
Yes.
stretch it too soon.
So I would think you want to probably apply a year in advance.
Well, maybe that's too far off. Because remember, you're looking to travel or to study or whatever. Just
Okay.
give it time, like
6
a
months.
reasonable amount of time.
6 months.
Yeah, well, I don't know the processing times. You can even do your own research. on
Okay,
that.
now when you apply, I know it was a different time, but when you apply,
Very different time. I
Yes.
don't even remember what time.
how
frame.
long did you?
I
You know
don't
what I mean?
know.
When you apply, when you
So
for su-
remember, it wasn't a long time. I think within
2 months.
2 months or 3 months. Because remember, I resigned before even coming to the US. So I came in to come and sort out my school paperwork. You know, just
You coulda got
I
denied.
came in person.
Cause
I
you
could have gotten denied. See, Faith.
you could
I'm
have got
telling you,
denied.
Faith moved mountains. I'm telling
You could have got
I
denied.
came into America as a visitor to come and sort out my paperwork with the school in person. Went back home to get my student visa. Left my luggage in America. Went by faith to South Africa. Came back with the visa. Faith
Faith
and the right documents
in the right
and the
document.
right money in the bank. You got.
And how to talk. My wife communicate very well.
I don't think that matters.
No, yeah. Sometimes you know how to express yourself.
I don't
and
think
you know,
that matters.
you can say the wrong thing. I'm telling you, you can say the wrong thing. So because you also know how to express and talk. Like with me. On the other hand, I probably said
you'll be
something wrong.
tongue-tied.
Yeah, I'll be
And they're like,
tongue-tied.
denied,
Denied.
next.
Yeah. If it was me, I probably would mess up.
All right. Moving forward, we also encourage you to monitor updates for U.S. embassies and consulates because rules are evolving every day now. Like there's changes every day. So if you're not up to date, you'll be hanging on to information from last month or last week, whereas we've moved on and changing things. Because I'm sure most people don't know about this $250. Now they're about to get a wake-up call. Because come January 2026, we are slapping that $250 on top.
So if you're looking and playing, make sure you do it now.
Yeah.
Before the $250 take you
Yeah.
Make sure you do it now.
Yeah. Fortunate that my mom's visa is expiring the other year.
When next year. Following you.
Yeah, I think for following you. But, you know.
Wait. Oh, 10 years.
Yeah.
You're right. 2027.
Yeah.
Okay. But he'll be almost out, though.
Yeah.
By then, he'll be almost out. Fingers crossed. Because you mind, he come out 2028.
We don't know. There might be a third term.
It might be a third time. You don't know.
Well, if possible as well, get legal advice or consult immigration professionals in your country because, like we said, things are just evolving every day.
Or get my wife.
No.
My wife did her own.
That was a different time. So, you know, as much as we've mentioned these big changes, they are not impossible to navigate. So don't be discouraged by what we're telling you. Just plan properly, because if you're planning on traveling and studying in the US, you have to start preparing right now.
Right now.
If you want to come here 2026, this is the time to apply.
Yeah, do it now. Do it now before. So even if you're coming in next June, do it now so that your docket will be resorted and you won't have to pay the $250.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have any questions or you have any comments, put it down below. We'll be happy to hear what you have to say.
We appreciate your feedbacks. You know, let us know what you like about the episode, what you don't like, what you want to learn, you know, what issue you're struggling with. You know, let us know so that we can do research on it and bring it to you.
Yeah. So don't be discouraged, like we said. There's still hope for all these countries, especially Africa, because I think they're the one that are being looked at really closely. And also we want to just say, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate each and every one of you who have subscribed. Like, leave a comment. We really read all of them and respond to all of them.
Comment, talk to us. We really want us to meet you. Can we talk to you? I really don't. You know that song?
Have a good night.
You know that song?
Take care. Thank you.
Deuces.
Bye-bye.
Peace.